All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. Today, we're going to take a look at a little energy of love and see what's going on. I'm going to pull from the Good Tarot first to see what the overall energy is through the tarot. And then we are going to take a look and see with the Oracle card. So let's get into it. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Show me clearly the energy here for the people who need it the most in love. Thank you so much. Ooh, come right out. Okay, pull the card from the top. Ace of Earth and the Empress. Beautiful energy here. Let's take a look here at the book because these definitions, interpretations, slightly different, and we'll see here. So the first one you have is the Seven of Fire. The Seven of Fire. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to tell you intuitively what I'm feeling. So personal best, going the distance, perseverance, okay, nonconformity. I'm unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in sustained effort. I know how to bend, but I don't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I am on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges, and I trust that I can make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves. I already know where this is going. This is actually very, very beautiful, but I want to just read these just to pull it together. Ace of Coins or Earth in this deck. It's called the Ace of Earth in this deck. Prosperity in its purest form, concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I make an impact, and the essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. And then we have the beautiful Empress, which is different in this deck, but beautiful. Empress energy here. And she's all about fertility, creation. This is a wonderful time to give birth to new ideas and experiences. Nourishment is assured as I step into a new version of myself. My life is rich and ripe with possibility that I can manifest and create. I am a powerful co-creator. Life loves me right now, and my world is brimming with potential and infinite possibility that will manifest for the highest good. I was talking to one of my friends about this, who does astrology as well, and we actually were talking about this a while ago, but brought it back up. Anyways, we were talking about this when actually Pluto moved into Aquarius, and how love, relationships, obviously the world is going to look different. Some call it the age of Aquarius, but I would just say Pluto into Aquarius is going to change generationally, right? I think something that is going to touch on as well is how relationships are going to look like. I feel that if you are, first of all, don't chase anything, but if you are kind of chasing the stereotypical patriarchal, what we've been taught, what love and relationships look like, I feel like you're going to be misaligned, we'll say that. And I'm not talking about swinging, and I'm not talking about, multiple people in relationships. If you want to do that, that's you. That's nothing here or there, right? What I'm talking about, just in general, what does love and relationships look like? The dangerous part is that we have the social media where they're telling everybody what your relationship will look like. And I know a lot of the people who follow me, you're very intelligent, that you don't need to define your relationship or your experiences by what somebody is telling you, okay? So the energy that I'm getting from these three cards here, especially with the Seven of Fire, which has a very strong, potent energy, which I feel is the current energy. Even though I say this is all the overall energy, this is the current energy. This Ace of Pentacles and the Empress energy is what you're stepping into and what's to come. But what out of these three cards, what is the most important and vital is this one right here, the Seven of Fire. Because this card in this deck, it's a definitely different interpretation, is about sticking to your truth. Sticking to your truth, your morals, what makes you you, okay? and being unapologetically you, being in that energy, being you. It kind of creates a filter. Thank you. It creates a filter of who can come through and who can't come through. But this type of authenticity, which only authenticity comes through self-love. If you love yourself enough, you're never going to be desperate or opposite sex centered or same sex, whatever you're into. You're never going to be centered on another person. You're going to be centered on yourself or God, if you will. Okay. And what I'm saying here with the Seven of Wands, this is creating a filter so the right person can come through that you need to be aligned with. Yes, breakups hurt. Yes, situations can hurt and cripple us for a moment. But if you always go back to yourself and who you are, recentering yourself, love. When I say love, when I say self, I'm literally synonymous with God. Okay, God is within us. If you don't believe that, that's a conversation for a different day. So I'm going to stop saying that. So when I say self, I'm also referring to God. When you center yourself, okay, when you're centering yourself, loving yourself, healing yourself, pouring into yourself, you're going to attract someone of the equal. Doesn't mean that you're going to be alone and you're going to be selfish. You're going to attract someone who is going to be in the equivalent energy, right? When you center men or you center women in your life, you're going to find someone who also does the same. You understand? Who also does the same. So they're always moving around. They're always looking for the newest thing. They're always looking for, you may be centering someone else because you want them to be the apple of your eye and the center of your world, when really you need to center self, love, God, purity. So when that person that comes into aligns, right, there's going to be this mutual understanding, give and take, and love and reciprocity. But I feel in this instant here with the Seven of Fire and the Ace of Pentacles, you are filtering out what needs to be filtered out. When I say filtering out, I'm talking about the people who don't need to be in your life, so that you can get to or attract, okay? Because whatever is meant for you is coming. Whatever is meant for you will find you. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to look for it. You need to attract, you will attract the person who is your divine counterpart. And if you are Aries, the Emperor, the masculine, whether you're a man or woman, your counterpart is the Empress, the divine feminine energy. Somebody who's going to bring healthy balance into your life, into your relationships. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for Aries in love. I want to also say this: the Seven of Wands is a very active, action-oriented card. Seven of Wands can sometimes feel like being in the defense because you're in the protective, you're protecting yourself. So you may have gone through Seven of Wands energy already, some difficult relationships, maybe even previously, recently, okay? And so now you're like, I've been through this BS, I've been through this BS, and this BS, this BS, this BS, and this and this. And now you're at the Seven of Wands, right? And now you're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. So I'm really going to be cautious and meticulous about who I let into my life. And that's that Seven of Wands energy. Ain't nobody getting through this threshold unless you're vetted, or I feel that we are aligned in some way. Seven of Wands, very, very much. Because think about it, in the traditional tarot, the Seven of Wands, the man is standing on top of the heel with the Seven of Wands. And he looks like he's slipping, but he wins in the end, okay? That's the thing. He wins in the end, okay? Because he doesn't just let anything, or he doesn't let those obstacles pull him down. Same thing, especially if you're in a newly or freshly broken up in a relationship. Yes, you may have had a setback, but you're not allowing that to pull you down. I'm seeing awakening coming out. I saw awakening warning. Show me clearly. Holy Spirit, Spirit as an angel. Show me clearly. What is the energy that Aries needs to see when we're talking about in love and relationships? I'm seeing regret. So that's why the Seven of Wands is so forceful, because you don't want to go back to what you've been through and what you've probably allowed in your life before. You allowed in your life because you let your guard down, because you let certain energies come through that were not meant for you. We have twin flame. Also regret, someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. And twin flame, this is a divine counterpart connection. Show me clearly for Aries. And we have strictly sexual. Strictly sexual. So the energy that I'm getting here from the strictly sexual, and I feel like this is kind of describing a past situation or relationship. It's not that somebody didn't love you or care about you. It probably could have been a situation that needed to stay strictly sexual, but I'm also getting the inability to love deeply because there could be some sort of sex addiction, and that may have stemmed from some sort of trauma. Right. Maybe somebody fought, broke up to make up, that type of energy. I am seeing marriage here. All right. Let's see. What else do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Yeah. For Aries. Past life. Past life. Knowing deja vu, past love. Somebody could be from work or professional, college, profession, workplace. And we have, karma fell on top of strictly sexual. Toxic story, new opportunities. Brunette, darker hair, intense and focus. Give us one more. This could be describing a person, man or woman. And we have open relationship. What I'm getting is somebody let a lot of stuff fly in a past relationship, okay? Open relationship, no commitment, casual, and openness. Somebody let a lot of things fly. And you're like, if nothing changes, nothing changes, right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. And I feel like that's where the Seven of Wands energy is coming in at. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Meaning that now you have to really get serious about your love life and who you allow in your life and who you allow to take up space or waste your time. This person, this energy is so determined, and not in a forceful type of way, but just I'm setting my boundaries. I'm sticking to them so that I can get pure love to come through, and not just anything that is going to waste my time and play with my emotions and my feelings for sport, or because they won't do the work of healing themselves. Let's stop right there. All right, show us clearly what is the energy here for the Aries collective. I love Hangman wanting to come out. Page of Swords. Okay, so this could be how somebody communicates immaturely in a communication. In the communication style, somebody here who is very hasty with their words. I'm just getting really a communication style that could be very immature. Also withholding the truth. Seeking information. This is a spying card. So somebody could be asking questions, looking into you. Page of Wands. All right. Show us the energy of Aries moving forward. Eight of Wands moving forward. Momentum. Opportunities coming in, messages, communication, and passion. Maybe even opportunities to date. Show us here what is the challenge for Aries. The Queen of Cups. Self-love, self-care, compassion. Allowing yourself to be loved and to love in a healthy way. Intuition, intuitive insights. Listening to your intuition. Listening to your intuition, okay? That could be very difficult for some people in relationships, especially when you start to get caught up in love. Cancer energy, water energy. If you have water energy in your chart, let me just tell you, especially if you have it, if you're like a rising water sign, you have to play the long game. Especially if you're a rising water sign with an Aries sun, okay? You got to slow your roll. And it's also Libra energy too. You got to take some time, honey, okay, to vet people, because you're going to fall in love. You're going to fall in love quickly. And I'm not saying it's because you're gullible or naive in any type of way. It's because you connect to people's essence more than you connect to what is actually happening. Maybe the potential of what they could be, but it's more of the essence and the energy. And there's a lot more. The fact that we come into this human form in this body, we're a lot more complicated than what we were when we just had our soul or essence, okay? So you would want to really take your time to get to know someone before you go all in. You just have to. It's for protective measures and safety measures, and so that your energy doesn't get muddled into somebody else's so you can get easily tricked. What is advice from Spirit for Aries? Look at that. The Empress twice. That beautiful true love is coming. Your divine counterpart is coming. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. So I want to also say for the people who may be tempted to go backwards, hold yourself, okay? Be patient. True love is coming. I also want to say you're growing and elevating through a situation that could have felt karmic. Just know if a situation is karmic, it was meant to happen. This is something that your soul agreed upon in a past life, to have a karmic relationship so you can ascend or grow and heal, both, right? But the Empress energy is saying new love, true love, beautiful love, and a new creation of love is coming through. And it's coming through your healing. So we have the High Priestess, which is even more beautiful, because when a High Priestess comes in a relationship setting, this means that you're connecting with somebody on a spiritual level, on a soul level, psychic, intuitive. You know who this person is going to be to you psychically, intuitively when you first meet them. Even if you don't know, you know. There's a feeling. There's an inner knowing. That's the past life card. Yep, there it is. Knowing, deja vu, pure love. All right. Seeing the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Somebody really broke someone's heart in the recent past. Somebody really broke someone down. And like you're trying to rebuild yourself, your confidence, your self-worth. All right. Somebody feels like they got played, really got played. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Look at that. Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I feel like somebody is going to be spying on you, is spying on you, or will be spying on you in a new relationship, especially when they get wind of you being in one, or when this happens. Look at that relationship. So when this happens, somebody will be spying on you. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. We have the Death card. A complete transformation of what you've experienced in the past is coming in. It's positive, it's pure, it's honest. It's beautiful, but you first have to cut away the old to allow this to come in. Six of Swords, moving on from what did not work out, what wasted your time. All right, somebody missed an opportunity, so it's okay to let it go. We have the Star card here, healing and releasing. The Challenge, ooh, look at that. You have the Empress come out 3 times now in this reading. The Empress has come out 3 times. Oh, this energy here with the Queen of Cups and the Empress is an energy of somebody really not understanding who they are. It's so deeply, in an energetic sense, it's painful, it's hurtful, because there is someone who is watching this who you are beautiful inside and out. Inside and out. People love you. Friends love you. You know what I'm saying? Family loves you. And in relationship settings, you dim your light so much. You dim your light so much. If people knew what you were really going through in relationships, you probably would be embarrassed, because you're like, yeah, I don't want the people who love me to see what I allow in my relationships. That whole thought process and dynamic has to change with the Tower energy. It has to change, because Spirit is saying your biggest challenge is seeing your worth, your beauty, the love that is inside of you, that your aura. You're healing. You're growing into it. You are growing. The Empress is coming out. There is an elevation that is happening for you. But I don't know if it's from, it could be different for everybody, from childhood situation, just from a culmination of relationships beating you down. There's somebody here who is struggling to see their worth in their light. But honey, the glow up is real. Got the Five of Wands, show me clearly. Six of Pentacles. There could be somebody here who's trying to create some sort of drama in your life, are going to be angry here when you're getting finally what you deserve. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, the Justice card, getting what you deserve. Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. what I was hearing, never let that type of low vibrational energy back into your life, Aries. Even if for a moment you contemplate it. Remember what you've gone through from your hardest relationship. For some of you might be the most recent. There's an energy here of somebody depleting you energetically, which may be or play a role in why you were not able to truly see who you were in relationships, see your worth. Yeah, look at that, 8 of Swords. Self-sabotaging type of energy. Keeping you stuck. This is underneath the Empress. Understand? Spirit is trying to say, please recognize who you are. What you allow, right, is the energy that you put yourself in. Sometimes what you become. Be careful. I have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Clarifying the High Priestess, we have the 6 of Cups. There is literally a past life soulmate who is coming in that will feel like you have known this person before and will heal you. You will heal together. Force, it will be peaceful. Ace of Swords, it will be honest. It will be new. It will be refreshing. It's coming to you. It is coming to you. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care. Bye.